with that, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna start out here with just a nice warm up, getting a nice march going here. Nice pace, light on our feet, making sure we're moving our arms. Go ahead and widen those feet here. Taking a spinal flexion in 3, 2, 1. Planting those feet down, tucking the head, rolling back up here. One more at this pace, and then we're gonna speed it up here. Cut it in half, it's down. Root 2 here, 4 of these. Making sure we're really rolling that head at the bottom. One more. Back to that march here. Taking a nice side touch. Starting to get our heart rate up. Go ahead and reach across here. Getting a nice level change. Keeping those palms flexed here. Reaching overhead. Plant those feet. We're gonna do some Frankensteins here. If you have some space to move, you can definitely walk with this. If not, just hang out, stay put. Feeling our heart rate's getting up a little bit here. Awesome, we're gonna go ahead and just do some high knees here. Really pulling those knees up to our core. Again, those arms are moving. Go ahead and switch that to a butt kick here. Getting those heels all the way up to our glutes. Making sure we're still breathing, super important this whole time to breathe. Go ahead and plant those feet. Doing some open the gates here. Our knees are just coming out to the side. Hips are staying square here. And when you're ready, taking those gates to close, just pulling those knees in and now. All right, going down for some scoops here. We're just reaching for our toes. Nice hamstring stretch here. The further you reach down, a little bit more of a stretch you're gonna get. Making sure we're still breathing. Just a little bit more of a warm up here. And then we're gonna go to our arm section. Taking some kicks again here. Just really getting the back of those legs opened up. Maybe some open the gates. Going back to whatever stretch felt really good to you to get your body warmed up. We're just gonna take a nice in-place jog here and finish out our warm-up. Really getting our arms going. Heart rate up one more time before we start here. 15 more seconds, and then we're gonna go ahead into those arms. If you have weights, I'm grabbing 5-pound weights, but feel free to grab whatever you want. Go ahead, take a minute, grab a drink. We're gonna be doing some high reps today, so lower weight is better. But if you wanna do a little bit higher weight, that's totally fine too. Starting here, we're gonna start, I have 5 pounds, you can use 3 pounds, 7 pounds, whatever you want. We're gonna go ahead and just do a regular bicep curl. So we're coming all the way up and all the way back down here for 25 reps here. Nice, hearty pace. Making sure we have a slight bend in our knees. Elbows are not moving. If you can see in the video here, my arms are staying still at the elbow and nice and pulled into my waist. And then I'm coming all the way up and all the way down. With control here, we want to make sure this is a really strong controlled motion. We don't want to let our arms get floppy. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, Keeping those arms at the top here, we're coming down to 90 degrees and back up. We have 10 of these. 8, 7. Keep it up. Make sure we're having nice, strong posture. Our neck should be straight here. 3, 2. Decelerating down all the way. Coming back up to half for 10. Same thing here. Making sure our elbows are not moving here. Nice, strong posture. I know your arms are burning at this point. Mine are too. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. We're going to go ahead and drop those weights. If you have a little bit lighter weight or not, go ahead and just drop those weights. We're going to run these arms now for some power. We're doing the same thing, but with one arm here. So if you want to turn sideways, if you have something to look at yourself, making sure those elbows are staying sturdy, feet have a nice stance, knees bent. We're running these bicep curls for 30. So we're just staying nice and even, one arm at a time here, 30 reps. Again, it's a strong pace, but we're wanting to make sure that we keep our arms nice and still here. So our whole body shouldn't be flailing everywhere. We want to make sure that our elbows are nice and tight to our body. Knees are bent, core is tight. We're halfway here. Keep it up. I know they're burning. We're almost done. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping those arms at 90 degrees. We're coming out to the side and back in. Working our rotator cuff for 10. It's 8, 7, 6, 5. Nice bend in those knees. 3. Controlled motion. Last one. Go ahead and drop those 3s down. We're going to go ahead and switch back to our 5s here. We're going to work our triceps here. So go ahead, get those nice bend in those knees. Our back should be flat. Our arms are by our side right here. We're coming in and straight back, feeling that pull in our tricep. We are here for 25 reps. Let's go. Making sure we're keeping our neck nice and straight. Super important. Nice pace here. Our triceps should be feeling it on every single rep here. Making sure we're not letting our arms fly back in by momentum, but we're really controlling them. We have 12 reps here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're doing a little pulse here at the top for 10, 9, 8, 7. You can do it. I know it burns. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, stand up. Shake out those arms for me. Grab some water if you need it. And we're switching back to those 3-pound weights here. Grabbing our 3 pounds. We're going to run those tricep extensions here. So we're doing one arm for 30 reps, just like the biceps. So we're coming down by our side. One back, one back, one back, one back here for 30. You can do it. Making sure we're breathing. Super important. Each time you pull that back to our body, exhaling here. You can do this. 20 more reps. Making sure we're keeping a nice flat back here. You can see my back. And our neck should be in line with all that as well. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We're going to go ahead down to our mat here. Laying on our back. I'm just going to make sure you can see me all right. Coming down to our back here. How this is going to look. We're going to go ahead and lay flat on our back here. Arms are coming straight up to our ceiling here. And our coming down towards our ear and back up. We're doing both arms at the same time for 25 reps here. Making sure that we're drawing our shoulders away from our ears. Super important. Exhaling as we push up. Making sure that we're keeping our elbows at the same spot, just like those bicep curls. We don't want crazy elbows wink out to the side or anything like that. We have 12 reps here. Keep it up, you got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping those arms straight up in the air. We're coming down towards our waist and pushing back up to the ceiling here for 20. Making sure we're keeping nice, tight core, pushing that belly button to the floor. We have 10 reps left. You can do it. I know this is a fast pace, but we're keeping those arms moving, really working for some power. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and put those weights down. We're gonna switch back to our lighter weights, or you can go no weights if you're really feeling it at this point. I know it's a lot of reps. We're gonna go ahead back to those triceps. We're coming one ear down here for 30. You can do it. Keep those elbows still. Exhaling as we push up. You got this. We're almost done these arms here. Burn them out one last time. Making sure we're really keeping nice strong arms, letting our arm muscles do the work, not the momentum here. We're halfway. You can do this. Keep it up. We got 10 left. Keep working. Drawing those shoulders away from our ears here. Coming right beside our ears for 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. We're keeping those arms straight up in the air. We're coming down for the triceps for 20 for both arms here. Really running them out. They're gonna burn by the end. You can do it. Making sure we're still breathing. Halfway, 10 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, sit on up here for me. You can go ahead and stand up. We're gonna switch over to our legs. Shake out those arms. Grab a drink if you want it. I know I'm sweating a little bit, hopefully you are too. We're gonna go ahead and switch over to some legs, like I said. If you want, you can grab weights for any of these moves. I'm gonna just go ahead and adjust me up a little bit here. You can grab weights for any of these moves. I'm gonna go ahead and do these all body weight, but feel free to do what feels best for your body today. The first thing we're gonna start off with is a stability drill, which I know a lot of people aren't really familiar with working, but what basically we're working is our core and just trying to keep our core tight while we're engaging our legs at the same time. So how this move's gonna work, it's called an around the world. And basically all we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and push all of that weight into our right foot to start. Really pushing that weight down through that foot. We're gonna bring that left foot up. All that's gonna happen is we're gonna step out for a forward lunge, back in, sideways for a side lunge, back in, backwards for backward lunge, and then a curtsy lunge here. So we really want to make sure we keep ourselves planted. If you wobble a little bit, that's totally fine. No big deal. Just keep back into that exercise. Re-grab your stability, push back into that foot, and keep on moving. If you want a little bit of an extra challenge, you can go ahead and pull up, pulling that knee up, out to the side, pulling that knee up, back, knee comes up to really challenge that core, and a curtsy lunge here. Making sure we're going, go for it here. We're going side, back, backwards. You got it, keep it up. We're here for 1 minute. You can do it. If you start to get really fatigued and you need to take out that up, you can do a little touch or just pull that foot low here, like this, or a little touch, whatever you need. You will start to get out of breath. I know it's not really cardio, but we're really challenging our brain and our muscles to work together, and it takes a lot of breath. So making sure we're breathing, you're halfway, keep it up. Making sure we're not falling into that next position. Our body should be doing all the work, not the momentum. 2 more reps here. You can do it. Ooh, I'm getting a little wobbly. And back. 1 more rep here. And forward, back. Really focusing on pushing all that foot through that standing foot here. All right, quick transition. Shake out that foot. We're going right into the other, pushing that weight into our left foot. Ooh, I'm definitely more wobbly on this side, and that's gonna happen. So be graceful with yourself. Challenge your body to do what it can do today. It can do a lot if you let it, so challenge it. Each time we're coming up, exhale. And forward. Ooh. Getting really wobbly. Gotta stay focused on really pushing that foot through. The minute I lost my focus there is when I stumbled. So making sure you're really in it the whole time is super important. We got 15 seconds left. Keep it up. It's starting to burn, I'm sure. 1 more rep. You can do it. And that curtsy, and shake those legs out. Hopefully that was a little bit of a challenge. You guys rocked it, I'm sure. Grab me some water if you want it. Awesome work. We're coming back up here. We're hitting some squat jumps in about 10 seconds. Catching our breath. We're getting started in 5, 4, 3, squat jumps. We're coming down, exploding up, making sure our knees are staying behind our toes here. Using those arms to explode you up. We're here for a minute. Making sure your chest is up here. If this starts to get too much, you can totally walk this out. Just make sure when you get to the top, those glutes are squeezing. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Or keep that jump up. You're almost there. We got 20 seconds left. I know this is some cardio in here, but we're just really trying to work those legs. Again, you can totally walk it out. Making sure that chest is up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those legs. Catch your breath. Grab some water if you want it. Quick break here. We got 5 more seconds of break. And then we're going into this sumo lunge here. We're taking a lunge, or a sumo squat here, I'm sorry. Turning to a 90-degree lunge. Our arms are out, twist, back to center, rotating to the other side, twist, back to center. Sound good? We got a minute. You can do it. Breathing with each movement here. Never coming up, staying nice and low. Challenge your body here. If you need a variation on this, totally fine. We're gonna come down for a sumo squat, up, sideways, lunge, up. If you need a variation, totally fine. Challenge yourself though. Stay here. Stay in this burn. You can do it. We're halfway. Actually, more than halfway. Keep it up. We got 20 seconds left. I know they burn. You can do it though. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake them out. They should be burning. Alrighty. This next one, you're gonna need a little bit of space. So go ahead and move anything if you don't have the space right now. We're going for some skater jumps. 45 seconds, you can do it. All this is gonna look, we're hopping one foot to the other side. Arms are coming back, legs coming back. Getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, you got this, 45 seconds. Really exploding to the other side. Having your core catch you, you can do it. Getting a touch of cardio in here. Burning those leg muscles. Exhaling with each land here. More than halfway. 10 seconds left. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. We just have a couple things left with our legs. Maybe stretching them out here. We're gonna get some more stability going here. It's super good to work your legs with the stability because you're really forcing one leg to do all the work, which is awesome. Alrighty, here. Go ahead and take one last stretch if you need it. Grab some water. All we're gonna do here, planting that all that weight into one foot again. We're coming straight out for 20 reps. Ooh. Straight out for 20, to the side for 20, to the back for 20. You should be out of breath at this point, so this is really gonna be a challenge. Making sure we're really keeping all that weight, that core tight. You got this. We're here, 20 reps each position. Keep it up. Hands can be on waist. Or to the side. I like my waist better. We're not worried about the height here so much. It's just the motion. So that leg's coming all the way out and back in. If you need to touch down, that's okay. Try to challenge yourself though. See if you can get that foot to come out and right back to the other foot, just grazing the ground here. You got 10 left. Keep it up. Keep that core tight. Four, 3, 2, and 1. We're going straight into the side here, out to the side, back in here. Again, it's not about the height of the leg, it's about the control of all of our muscles. This one's hard. I know it is, so keep it up. If you need that touchdown, take it. But really challenge yourself. If you don't need it, don't take it. Keeping nice straight line through our body here. It's 10, 9, 8. You got it. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straight into the back here, making sure our knee is staying over our ankle here. My stability is not perfect either, so if you need to shake it out, that's okay. I start to get a little crampy when I do this for a while, just because I'm squeezing that muscle so tightly. So take your break if you need it. We got 10 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, finish strong, and 1. Shake them out really well. We're going right into that other side here. You can do it. Pushing all that weight into our left foot, just like we were before. Tensing that core. Here we go. 20 forward. Making sure we're breathing. Exhaling as we pull that foot back in. We should have a slight bend in that standing leg. Our posture is really tall here. 10 more. You can do it. Remember, the height of the foot doesn't matter. Keeping that foot nice and flexed, though, is important. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straight out to the side here. Making sure we're keeping our body over that left leg here. We don't want to get way out to the side here like this. We want to stay nice and square. You got it. 10 more. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going straight into that back. If you need to shake it out, shake it out. Keeping that foot nice and planted. Body is all over each other. Remember, you can add a touch here if you need, but it's just a touch and back. Or floating that foot if you got this. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, shake it out. Y'all just did so awesome. Getting a drink here. Super important to stay hydrated when you're working out, or just in general. Really catching your breath here. We're gonna go ahead, we got like 2 more leg exercises left, and then we're rock and roll into core. You guys got this, you're awesome, keep it up. Our last leg thing here, second to last leg thing here, we're gonna do some squat karate kicks. All this is gonna be, we're coming down to the squat, nice kick to the side. The height of the kick doesn't matter. We just wanna keep our hips super, super still in this position. We're getting ready, 1 minute here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, you got this, keep it up. Coming down, nice, strong hips here. Really squatting into that squat, changing levels the whole time. You got it. Exhaling as we come down. Remember, this is a sumo squat, so our legs are a little bit wider here. Knees should still be behind toes though. You're more than halfway, keep it up. Should be burning. Nice flex foot for the kick. You got it. 20 seconds left. Keep it up here. Go a little lower. I know it burns. You got 10 left. Keep it up. Flex feet here. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake them out. I know we're burning, but you got this. We got about 5 minutes of core left. I'm gonna go ahead and tilt us down here, just so you can see all of me here on the mat. Coming down from that, grabbing a drink if you want it, taking some nice deep breaths to catch up with our breath here. We're gonna go ahead and start with some bicycles here. All this is gonna be is really, really, really slow, controlled motion. I know we're used to doing bicycles really fast, but this is gonna really burn our core. So what we're doing, we're starting with our knees up, one foot's coming out, bring it all the way up and back in, and down and back in. So our elbows turning to that knee that's up, drawing that leg back in, exhaling as we pull in. Inhaling as we push out. Push that leg that's going out towards the floor. Pull it back in. You got this. Keep it up. We got 30 seconds left. Challenge your core here. Pulling that leg back up and over here. It's not just drawing in like this. We want to really pull our leg up and in to get the most challenge out of it. You got this. 15 seconds. You should feel it burning, but that burn is good. Keep it up. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and stay in that position. Grab water if you want it. You have a 15-second break here. We're hopping right into the next one. Laying back on our back here. We're gonna go ahead and draw those legs up into a tabletop position. We're doing some dead bugs here, so it's a little bit similar to what we were just doing. Our arms are going up in the air, opposite leg, opposite arm. So as this leg goes out, this arm's going down. Same thing, drawing that nice curve to come back up to the position. That really challenges our lower core here. We're here for 45 seconds. You can do it. Exhaling as we draw together, inhaling as we go away. Really pushing that belly button towards the floor. Nice strong arms and legs here. You can do it. Keep it up. 20 left. Really exhaling as you draw up. It's 10 seconds. I'm burning. I don't know about you, but I definitely am. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Draw those knees into your belly. Maybe rock a little. Whatever's better for you. We only got a couple more moves here. And then we're headed to our cool down. Keep working with me. Core is super important for all of our bodies. So we want to make sure we get this nice and strong. Our next one is a leg extension. Pushing our hands here into the floor. Our legs are coming straight up. And we're coming down to 45, back up. Down to 45, back up here. We really want to make sure that we're giving ourselves a little hold to challenge ourselves at that 45 degrees. Our hands should be pushing into that mat. You have 30 seconds left. Keep working. Like I said, we want to use our core to draw those legs back in, not our momentum. Keep working. You can do it. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and drop those down. Maybe hug into your core here. Whatever feels best for you. I'm gonna grab a drink, because I don't know about you, but I'm sweating. We got a couple more core moves left. Awesome, we're gonna go ahead and stay right where we were, laying back here. Legs are coming out. We're doing a nice flutter kick here, so the closer your legs are to the ground for this move, the harder it's gonna be. We wanna make sure you can either place your hands in a triangle like this under your back, or you can have them next to your side for an added challenge, pushing the palms into the ground. All we're gonna do here is our legs are gonna come out straight, and it's just a little kick here. The further you are up, the easier it is. So just remember, it's better to keep going and add a little bit of a modification than to stop completely. So if you start to get really tired of that core, just bring those legs up a little bit. We're starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 45 seconds here. You can do it. Making sure we're still breathing. I know I tend to hold my breath. You can do it. Oh, I gotta readjust my hands. Making sure we're keeping those feet going. Toes are pointed here. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We're gonna sit it up a little bit here for some Russian twists. I'm gonna face you just so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. All we're gonna do here, we're gonna lean back, legs can come up if you want, or be on the floor. We're taking a nice twist to the side. If you have one of those weights and you wanna hold a weight, you can do that too. Taking a nice twist to our side. This is really gonna work our obliques. We're gonna go for 45 seconds here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and cross those legs if you want. They can also be on the floor, but eyes should follow hands. The further you lean back, the harder it is. So if you want a little bit more of a challenge, really lean back. Breathing with each motion, exhaling as we pull through the middle. Slower is also harder. So if you want to add a little bit more, just go slow. You got 10 seconds left. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work, y'all. We're so close. We got just a couple more exercises. We're gonna hit those side planks each for side planks each for 20 seconds here. One middle plank to finish out, 30 seconds. You can do it. We're so close, and then we're headed to the cool down, starting whichever side you want. Elbow should be under that shoulder. I'm gonna go ahead and put my feet towards you so you can see my feet, but you can do a couple things with your feet. Getting started here in 5, 4, 3, 20 seconds, let's go. You can either have one foot in front of the other on top, or you can go ahead and put that knee down so you have a little bit more support, but we're pushing up here. Regardless of what you pick, you have 10 seconds. Making sure we're breathing. In 5, 4, 3, switching to that other side here. Nice seamless switch, 20 seconds. Making sure we're picking the same thing with our feet on both sides. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forearm plank here. Finishing it out, 30 seconds, let's go. Making sure we're keeping in a straight line with our body. You can do it, it's 30 seconds. You got this. Elbows under the shoulders. 10 seconds, keep it up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and push back into that child's pose here. We're headed towards our cool down. We want to make sure we're getting a nice stretch in those shoulders here. Pushing back into those legs. We're going to come up here for a Cobra Stretch, pushing those hips to the floor. Catching our breath, like I said. Taking some nice deep breaths. I know I'm sweating and a little out of breath, so make sure you keep breathing. Go ahead. We're coming up into a down dog here, tucking those toes to the floor, maybe alternating those heels if you want. If you can see from the side here, all I'm going to do is just push each heel into the floor, getting a nice calf stretch here. Go ahead and walk those feet up towards your hands, stretching down towards the floor here. Holding here for a second. If you can't go all the way down to the floor, that's totally fine. Just hold wherever feels good for you. ahead, we're gonna go ahead and spread those feet wide, stretching to one side here. Pushing that head toward that forehead, walking to the other side, really pushing yourself as far as you can to get that good stretch to the back of the hamstring. And I don't know about you guys, but I really like to also hang in the middle. So go ahead and reach towards the center. You can either have your hands on the floor, or I like to grab both my elbows here and just do a little bit of a rock back and forth. Making sure we're keeping our hips square, but just rocking into each of those hamstrings, I think feels super good. You can also, like I said, just keep those hands on the floor if that feels better for you. Rolling up here, taking some nice shoulder shrugs at the top, rolling them back. 2 more in this direction, and change direction. Coming forward here. Still taking some nice deep breaths. One arm is gonna go across the front, making sure we're not holding on the elbow joint here. Holding for a couple seconds. Go ahead and switch arms. You got about 2 minutes left of this cool down, so just making sure you're taking some nice deep breaths. One arm goes over here, making sure again we're not holding onto the elbow joint, either in front or behind. Not locking out our knees here either. Go ahead and switch arms. We're gonna go ahead and take a nice quad stretch, pulling that leg up, pushing, again, one foot through the floor. If you're having trouble balance, either hand on your belly button or find a spot on the wall to look at, pulling that knee in. Shaking that one out. Go ahead and switch here for me. Again, just shaking it out. We're gonna go ahead and just take a couple groin stretches here. So we're gonna come down into this wide, pushing one shoulder back. And switching, just kind of doing this at your own pace, however it feels good for you. You can also push back with both elbows if you don't lose your balance. Push back with both elbows, taking one at a time, or both, you know, just kind of sitting here, just getting that nice stretch in your groin. Turning those feet in, taking one more stretch towards the ground. Rolling up one vertebrae at a time here. We're gonna come down and give ourselves a big hug here. Just staying here for a second. Thanking our bodies for all the work you did today. Thanks for coming to work out with me. I know there's a lot going on right now and it can feel a little overwhelming, so just taking a minute to really center yourself in your body here. Taking some deep breaths, thinking of one thing you're thankful for today, whatever it might be. Just really focusing your body, your mind into your body here for a second. And one last time, rolling up one vertebrae at a time here. One big shoulder roll at the top, arms come up, and we're clapping it down. Thank you so much for working out with me today. I had a great time, I hope you did too. Got some work out of your body. Thanks so much, have a great day.